Coinciding with the release of Epic Mickey 2 on consoles, Epic Mickey The Power of Illusion reintroduces the mouse to the classic side-scroller. Does Mickey's handheld adventure paint a brilliant landscape of classic platforming? Or has this inkwell run dry? The game opens by connecting the scenario from Epic Mickey with Sega's Castle of Illusion for the Genesis. As people have forgotten about the witch Miserabelle, she and her castle have suddenly appeared in Wasteland. The shape-shifting villain responds by kidnapping Minnie, Donald, and numerous other characters, prompting Oswald to recruit Mickey to find and rescue them all.
Hot dog!
While the game is full of dialogue, there's not much plot development, as Mickey simply explains the situation to each bewildered toon he encounters. Since the witch's schemes don't include Wasteland's inhabitants, the delightful Disney misfits are ignored in favor of cameos by more familiar characters like Beast, Goofy, and Scrooge McDuck. The Power of Illusion follows a standard level structure through 3 sections of the castle. With their maze-like layouts, each stage can take a bit of time to fully explore, but there are only 11 stages in all, based on scenes from Peter Pan, Aladdin, and The Little Mermaid, with a few areas where the illusions break, letting you see the castle's true form. Each character that you rescue takes residence at the fortress, a safe zone at the center of the castle that expands as you find more characters. Here you can check in with each character and fulfill various requests to find lost friends and treasures. Some of these tasks can be completed simply by talking with other characters or drawing an object on the touchscreen. However, a number of them require extensive backtracking through earlier levels. Since advancing to the next wing of the castle depends on the number of characters you've found, some retreading is necessary, and frankly, it gets tiresome. The levels don't change much, aside from characters or chests appearing where before there were none. For finishing these errands, you're rewarded with various upgrades to boost attributes like health, attack speed, and paint efficiency, or you can buy similar upgrades at Scrooge's shop. Overall, the Power of Illusion is surprisingly brief. It may take players 8 to 10 hours to find everything, but at least half of that is repetitive padding. Gameplay in The Power of Illusion consists of your standard platform fare, though Mickey moves quite slowly with long floaty jumps. Bouncing off of enemies' heads remains a useful attack, though doing so requires an extra press of the jump button, and you have to time your attack to launch Mickey to higher platforms. Additionally, Mickey can do close-range spin attacks, and he can shoot globs of paint or thinner to deal damage from afar. Drawing from the Epic Mickey well are touchscreen paint and thinner mechanics, allowing you to draw or dissolve various objects like flying carpets, swinging chains, or even characters like the Lost Boys. Tapping these interactive objects on the touchscreen presents a close-up view for you to trace or erase, and following a clean line bestows Mickey with a temporary boost in speed and strength. You can also unlock sketches that you can activate at any time, summoning characters to clear out enemies, platforms to reach high places, or a magic hat that grants invincibility. There are times, though, when the drawing mechanic is overdone, slowing the game's momentum as you draw and dissolve multiple objects in sequence, often in mid-jump. While the game clearly skews toward a younger audience, it thankfully doesn't water down the difficulty to do so. Later levels feature tricky undersea currents and tough enemies that take off a good chunk of health. There aren't extra lives to keep track of, but each stage features only a single checkpoint, and if you die, you'll have to reacquire any characters or treasures you found. With clean, smooth environments boasting a subtle 3D effect to create layered backgrounds, you'll come away feeling that this illusion is adequately powerful. Character sprites aren't the sharpest, however, though some animations pay tribute to early Disney games, and there are clear nods to Mario as well. Furthermore, with the amount of collecting the game asks of you, it's disappointing that treasure chests yield only text descriptions. Voice work is limited to one-word sound bites,
Oh, wow!
but the orchestral score is a nice and unexpected touch. Epic Mickey The Power of Illusion has some good ideas, and there's an evident love for the Disney games of old. However, it gets bogged down by slow mechanics and attempts to extend its stay with frequent backtracking, turning the game into a mundane scavenger hunt for Disney cameos.